All right, brothers and sisters, Monday, February 12th, 2024. Very disturbing story. I'm bringing to you this morning. A man starts coughing up blood, becomes violently ill on a flight, and he dies. And he's spraying the walls of the plane with blood. I know it's kind of gory for this morning, but I want to bring you the story. I don't know. They knew he was sick before he took off, or they took off, and they got a paramedic there, a doctor or a paramedic, and they gave him tea while he's spitting up blood in a bag, and then they take off. Why didn't they stop the flight and get him to a hospital? That's um, very strange that this story is. How the story is playing out. Let me see if I can pull this down a little more so you can see a little bit better. And let me share this with you. Passenger dies mid-flight after blood gushes out of his nose and his mouth. Now, I've been watching with my wife these old reruns of Grey's Anatomy, and I see this all the time, but it's like um, uh, a ulcer, bleeding ulcer, or cirrhosis of the liver, or something like that, that's causing them to spit up blood. But I'm not a doctor. Passengers were left horrified after a 63-year-old man died in the middle of a flight after coughing up liters of blood, leaving the aircraft walls splattered with blood last week. According to the Daily Mail, the unidentified man and his wife boarded their flight from Bangkok, Thailand to Munich, Germany when he became visibly ill before his condition rapidly deteriorated. Lord, my Lord Jesus. The man's wife reportedly said her husband boarded the flight with cold sweats and was breathing much too quickly because they had been forced to run to catch the plane. You shouldn't have boarded the plane. If you got sweats and you're having a hard time breathing, no. Passenger Martin Misfelder said his wife Karen Misfelder, who's a nursing specialist, alerted a flight attendant that the man needed to be checked out by a doctor. Don't take off. The pilot proceeded to call for a doctor over the intercom. That's when a Polish medic took the 63-year-old's pulse and deemed that he was okay. He wasn't okay. The man was given tea, but at that point he was already spitting blood into a bag that his wife was holding for him. As the plane took off, the man's condition worsened. Do you think? And a gush of blood began spilling out his nose and mouth, covering the walls of the aircraft. This is just terrible, where he died as a result. It was absolute horror. Everyone was screaming, Martin told Swiss outlet Blick. Martin claimed that the man lost liters of blood. Karen recalled that the staff had tried to give the man CPR for about 30 minutes in the air, but it was clear the man could not be saved. It was dead quiet on board, Karen said, as they described the aftermath of the horrific scene. The captain announced over the intercom that there had been a death on board and the flight returned to. The flight should have turned around. I'm sorry. The flight should have turned around and went back to uh, the place of departure, Bangkok. It's very disturbing. Very disturbing. We're living in the end days, the last days. And is this the end of the world as we know it? Leave me comments, everyone. Very, very, very disturbing.